you ever felt like you just don't win any fights?
GG's.
It happens to all of us, but sometimes it's just more than usual. To help you with that, we are taking a look at the 3 types of players you will meet when fighting in Rust and how to simply have more chance when fighting them. We're gonna define how they peek and act when hiding behind a barricade and see how they push you in a closed space inside a monument. Rust is a toxic game, no denying that, and some people get off on ruining the day for the first player they see. On the official servers, there is little room for roleplay. Everybody is a greedy goblin.
Guys, he was so loaded!
Fighting for every bit of loot they can get their hands on. If you wanna thrive on these servers, you need to accept the playstyle along with the dynamics, but just accepting it is not enough. Maybe you've seen your favorite streamer enjoy Rust and you want that too.
Dude, I have 67 health.
Teams
6-7?
There's a thing called
But trying to get immersed into this island survivor game is hard when the only thing you see is the death screen. It doesn't have to be that way. Rust is more strategic than you think. I will show you how you can handle each and every type of player you will encounter and how you can use everything this game has to offer to your advantage. But first, I need you to know who we are fighting. The divorced dad. He doesn't have as much time as he used to. Maybe his job is something which he truly despises. And the only thing that makes him happy is forgetting about everything and playing some Rust. It's that or alcoholism. He knows a lot about the game, he knows the monuments, how to progress and how to build good bases. But when it comes to PvP, he struggles. That's why he likes to play in Zergs or bigger groups, since having 10 other people to help you win a fight is, well, convenient. He knows the fundamentals. When they shoot, you take cover. When you see someone, you shoot. Usually, he doesn't think about what he's gonna do next, and it's the thing that he feels like doing, so sometimes he makes stupid mistakes. He wins gunfights that are straightforward or when started with an advantage, but when it comes to more demanding fights, he's left dumbfounded. There are many tools and tactics we can use to outplay him, and probably the best one is... I mean rotating as in changing your position. Sometimes you don't have the chance for a good rotate, but when you can, you should move as often as possible. Even if you manage to pick from a slightly different place, your opponent has to adjust his aim, and that gives you a lot of advantage. Our dad is not prepared to be shot from a different angle, pretty much never. He has no balls to move. That's why you do it. If you manage to change your position after a quick trade, you already won. Rust has a very quick time to kill. That means that if you manage to get a good peek on your opponent, it's a guaranteed kill most of the time. But it's not like it's some hidden tech. Most of us know it, but only few take the gamble of running out of cover with a med syringe in your hands. But there are those who only rely on the running out part. The Zoomers. Zoomers with ADHD are the most impatient players out there. And believe me, I was one. They don't take their finger off the W key and they only care about ruining your day. Maybe they mic spam or can't stop jumping behind the wall, and whatever it is, you know they are 12 years old the second you start fighting them. But they still somehow win fights, they push like meatheads and always come out alive. But how does a 12-year-old get this godly aim? Well, they don't. Most of the time, the thing that helps them is Peeker's advantage. But what does this advantage mean? It means that if, let's say, you wanna move forward, your PC has to contact itself with the server saying, yeah, I press W and I wanna move forward. Server then sends this information to all the other players around you with some delay. But Rust has a severe case of server lag. This delay is determined by the ping of everyone in this chain, and since Rust servers are hosted on a microwave, it sometimes gets really laggy. And it goes both ways. That's why you have dying behind walls and getting doubled before even knowing your opponent is dead. They kill you on their screen, since for them you stay in that spot for that extra bit of delay, which you used for getting behind cover. But if you reverse this situation, you can easily use that lag to your advantage, and it only takes a little practice. So if our ADHD friend is running towards you in a straight line, don't peek instantly, wait a second, pre-aim, and commit. try to always be the one peeking, since you having those few extra milliseconds where you see your enemy and he doesn't see you might decide of who wins the fight. Even if you are getting pushed, don't wait for death, fight it. If you catch him while he is not ADSing, your chances to win that fight get even higher. If you manage to implement rotating and picker's advantage into your gameplay, you will see the difference instantly. But sadly, not even that guarantees you getting loot. Rust also has its very own unique player type that you don't see in other games. The rats. Grabs, door and roof campers. We all are getting EO'd, there's no running from that. Because playing like that, you can't lose anything. Maybe the DB you found in a crate, but who cares about that? People sometimes default to this gameplay because of their kill fear. Since getting loot in Rust is so hard, they stash it as a trophy to never use it for fights. Just keeping that AK in a box makes them proud of who they are. They only see loot, nothing else matters. They would do anything for that full metal kit. For them, it's either piping someone up close and instantly running with the loot, or killing someone with a bolty and looting them naked to avoid risking losing anything. I would say one is significantly more cringe than the other, but that's not for me to decide. The only way to actually counter these guys is seeing them before they see you, maybe hiding in a bush, or scouting on their cock tower looking for targets to shoot. But even that sometimes fails. Rust is a demanding game, where you can lose everything you worked for in an instant. You can improve your skills only to a certain point. You can always be outsmarted no matter how good you are. So go and play the game how you like it, and whatever makes you happy and immersed. Rust wipes have the ability to change 180 degrees at every given moment. It's a metaphor to our simple human life, and that's where the beauty comes from.
I can't play Rust. I need it. I need